So we've gotten the store a little closer to kind of where I went. Got an access point yesterday, outdoor access point. We're gonna mount it up on the outside of the barn possibly, and then get an indoor one as well. But for now, I just kind of set it up, just kind of set it over here in the corner. So able to pick up both robots with that. The processing workstation and the laptop down there on the end, as well as my desktop. So got all 5 devices now connected on it. It's doing pretty well. Eventually I still plan on getting a little network cabinet over there in the corner and get some actual gear going in here, because we're going to be doing a little bit more than all this stuff. So exciting. I think the AP just came in yesterday, so I've been waiting like a week for that to arrive. I got my other laptop out here. That's what I use to help program it. Tried doing it through the phone and that process sucked. Anyway, so I got a pretty good jump on all the set commander stuff throughout the week. There's set commander starting right here, as well as commander all the way through commander 21. So it's all like right here. This is all the top row of it, and it's been doing a pretty good job. Here's still some more set commander stuff. I've already gone through 2 boxes of different various sets. So as you can see, I've just been packing and putting stuff away here. I'm gonna grab the camera here in a minute and just kind of bring you over here to kind of show you how many is in all the boxes. But every time I get a chance, I just come in here, clean out the robot, get it ready to go again. Dang, I just can't remember from one night to the next where I've put my shit. There's just so much here. So I always have to kind of keep looking around. Look at all the set symbols. Alright. So let me show you what's going on here. We're gonna pause this. Okay. So as you can see, it's starting to get pretty thick. Oh, there's a Lazatep plating. Awesome. That might be worth just a little bit. And then of course there's Zendikar Rising, and I think the other one's Kaldheim, or not Rising, Zendikar Commander, then there's Zendikar, or Kaldheim. So as you can see, Commander 21, Commander 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Then you got 14, Commander 13, and then the original Commander. And then it just starts breaking down into the set commanders again. And this is what we've got left for just random ass commander set type stuff. And then over here I started Commander for Baldur's Gate and Commander Legends. And I have a lot more of that. This is just random commander shit, like I said, out of those boxes. But I got a lot more. So as you can see, we got quite a plan here to kind of get some sets split out. Up here is like all your Lorwyn block stuff. So we did a good job getting a lot of that sorted out. And down here is your Kamigawa block. Oops, sorry. There's your Kamigawa block, so we got quite a bit. And then over here is just some random stuff where, you know, I think that was the Bloombarrow Commander. That's Outlaws of Thunder Junction, so I'll put that away. And then we got some more list. Ooh, yuck, sorry. And then over here we've got looks like Guild Pack and Dissension. So these are some sets I'm gonna get uploaded here fairly soon. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish cleaning off some of this stuff. Looks like this pile here and the anthology sets, that's dual deck anthologies, and then Plains Chase anthology. I'm probably trading those away soon. And down here is your Modern Masters 3 that have already started. Just some random white border shit over there. And I don't remember if I started anything up here. Nah, those are just empties. So as I get these kind of done, I'm gonna set them up here on the top shelf, get them out of the way, and then continue working. This is my working shelf right here. I mean, it's perfect for my height at like 6'4" here, so I can work very easily, still see down the tops of them, and just be able to just continually add as I rip through these boxes and get them all sorted. Over here we got one robot. This one here is acting like it's got a bad camera again, so later on this morning I'll swap out the camera that's right up underneath of here. You can see it. These Pi cameras, this machine goes through them quite a bit, so always keep a stash on hand. But here you go, here's another set. So it organized that many and quit last night, so I will be getting another camera installed in there. This one here did a pretty good job. It's currently paused at the moment as it was waiting for additional spots. As you can see, these can get filled up pretty quick with the set commanders because there's so much out there now. So here in a minute, I'll just kind of recycle this and kind of get it going. I don't really need the result that it's been scanning through, because all that's going to do is tell me what some of the prices of the cards are, and sometimes it can't remember what was foil and what wasn't. So I don't really use that particular CSV file for any data. There are some cards in here sometimes you run across, they're like anywhere between a couple bucks to upwards of like $8 or $10. So that's really the only time I use this CSV, is if I'm kind of digging for gold, so to speak. But I don't do that too often because I literally list everything. So we're gonna get this camera back on the tripod here. So yeah, that's what today's goal is. Just try to straighten this place out just a little bit more. Get these workstations working, set up. Thin this place out, clean it up, clean up the cords. Just that kind of shit annoys me. But when I'm in a hurry to get something done, I will just leave it as it lies. Just get it up, get it working, and then I'll dial it in later. So the nice thing is nothing out here is on a wired connection except for the first robot. I found the keyboard for that yesterday, so now I can get into its Wi-Fi settings, jump on the new Wi-Fi network that I created, and put in the password. Then it should also be on the wireless here shortly. So that's the last wired connection. And then the PoE switch and the access point, those are wired, but everything else will be wireless. I actually wanted to kind of go over there on the other side of the barn with this metal door shut and kind of test and see if it's actually getting through the little mesh door. If it does not, I'm going to put another access point in over there and probably run a cable from here up over there somehow. I'll figure it out. That's what I do for a living when I'm not doing this. So I'm very confident I can get that done. I think I'm going to move the camera over here too. I kind of want to talk about this little area a little bit. I'm going to probably have to get a different camera eventually, something with a wider angle. This particular angle doesn't even really show you the magnitude of what's really going on here. Like over here where you cannot see is just probably another 50,000-60,000 cards, more maybe. Then I have all this down through here and the stacks here that are still all unsorted. These are all sorted by sets, all of this. So this is great to have for backstock, but this isn't really my ideal way to kind of have everything on display. First of all, there's too much of a gap between the top of this box and the bottom of that shelf. Kind of wish there was like another one right about here. So I might I might keep these now. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, there is a waist of about 5 or 6 inches back here, which I don't like. But for the most part, they're already here. And what I may do is just add another shelf. There's not any real rear support. Looks like they attach straight to the metal frame of the barn, which I would have stayed away from doing, but so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it gets kind of weird back here. It's not really level. It's not on the same elevation. So I think for now, to kind of keep some costs down, instead of buying all the red racking that I like, I'm gonna probably keep this back wall shelf in place, and I'm gonna put red racking all the way out front here, connect it up back there, and right here I'll probably stick a 4-footer, and then probably 2 4-foots right across back over here. That'll give us a nice 360 wrapping shelf, or shelves all the way around. Racking, whatever you want to call it, storage. So I don't know, I've got some 2x2s that have left over from ripping out all the shelving that I did not like. So I'll probably come in here, drop a laser level down so that they're all the same level. Go ahead and attach it and connect like a rear leg on the back of it and just slap in another shelf or something. That way I can kind of get all the organized stuff that's already sorted by sets up off the black tables and back on the shelving, and then I can take all the stuff that's not organized and kind of put them out on these tables so I can start ripping through. I like the idea that everything's kind of laid out in front of me. It gives me a sense that I can just keep going. The pile is dwindling down, so we are almost to the point where we have everything organized by set. And that is a milestone. I mean, that is over a year's worth of work just to get it organized by set. You can probably do it faster if you have employees and if you have more robots. But for myself and for my wife, with all the distractions we've had in the past 5-6 months, it's ridiculous that I was even able to stay focused enough to just stay on task and scan as much as I can. So anyway, today's video is kind of showing you what we've been doing. There's so much behind the scenes work, and I don't turn the camera on often enough to kind of really show you. But I mean, you can imagine, I mean, it's bulk. I mean, there's a reason why a lot of people just will not even touch this stuff. And it's because it's such a lot of front end work to do this. But I'm telling you, like, if you are interested in this, it's worth the effort. It really is. It really, really, truly is worth the effort. I mean, for a couple of reasons. One is, if you have a store like mine and you're on TCG Player, or you're on eBay, or you're on, you know, several other platforms, and you're pulling orders and you can't find cards, it's creating a ghost inventory. It's such a pain in the ass to pull an order and you can't find the card. That's the first thing that just kind of pisses me off. It's like, I know it's there, but where is it? So sometimes I think the ID numbers of the cards get mixed. So when you're scanning a card in, you upload it, by the time it gets added to the inventory, maybe there's some coding issues with particular card numbers. I think sometimes those uploads create the ghost inventory, as well as myself. There's probably times where I will grab cards and think that there's only one there, and in fact there's two, and I ship it. That happens from time to time too. So there's numerous ways to kind of create ghost inventory, but the one thing that can save you is having a massive backstock. And And I mean massive. Like this is still probably somewhere around 850,000 to maybe 1.2 million cards sitting on here. And it is probably 75% organized by set. It's gonna take probably another year after that just to organize it alphabetically within the set. Sorry. So these are the boxes that I have. Oops, smacked my finger there. These are boxes that I've ripped through since being here and have gotten organized by set. Just kind of give you an idea of how efficient these robots are. Let's get some of the shit off the floor here. So, just kind of give you a little idea. We got, I don't know, maybe another 15, 30, 42, probably another close to 60,000 cards organized by set since being here. Is what I would estimate. And that ain't even counting the set commander stuff I'm working on at the moment. So, yeah, I mean, just steadily, probably 20,000 cards a week. I've been here about 3 weeks now. Been sick with the whole cat scratch fever bullshit and COVID, so still, I mean, not quite back to the pace that I once was when I was set up in the garage, the 3.5 car garage back at the old place. But I feel like once I get the shit off the floor and out of the way, get the tables tucked back, kind of create a little bit more openness here, this process is gonna really kind of pick up. Hold on here. It's just I'm organizing a lot of stuff still from our storage units. So I've got a lot of settling in still to do. Oh, look at that, that fits perfect. So that's what I've been kind of working on. Just I'm letting the robots do most of the work at the moment, as you should, as you can. I mean, if it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd be getting anything done, to be honest with you. But while they're doing that, it gives me the opportunity to just kind of start getting the place tidied up. I'm so tired of just seeing tables laying around and chunks of racks sitting out and cards just being unorganized, and it just, I don't know, drives me nuts. The other thing I've been working on too is as I get sets uploaded, I've been just trying to match them all up. And sometimes it's a little hard to do because, you know, you got a chunk over here and you got a chunk over there and you got a chunk here, and so you got to try to pair them all up so you're just working on one set at a time and getting most of it organized. Because nothing's more annoying as you're doing this and you run, you know, 7,500, 10,000 cards in there and you get it all organized alphabetically within a set. Then you organize it into this and you upload it, get it into the store, and then you find another 900 cards over here. And you're like, what the hell? So, here soon, I plan to organize all this by year of release. That should help me, because that's how I organize my inventory. So if I start organizing these sets by year of release, that should help me find all the cards from those sets and be a little more organized when it's time to scan to inventory. So we're gonna have to do a barn sale here soon too. We got too much stuff. We own too much shit apparently. So I'm going to be thinning out a bunch of stuff over here, getting rid of some desks and some bookshelves and racks and just dumb shit. Stuff we don't want anymore. So we got a lot of work to do still to get this place ready. But I feel like I'm within probably 30 days of having it exactly the way I want. And right there behind the tripod, which you can't see, we're gonna keep off camera, is just another pile of boxes. And outside the door here is just all the shit we store in bins. Christmas decorations, different holiday decorations and stuff like that. So I've gotta, probably here soon, I need to pour another concrete slab outside somewhere, pick a spot, and go get another shed installed out here on the property. That way my wife has the ability to have all her seasonal decorations in one little small shed, organized on each wall for whatever season she wants. We don't really necessarily want to get rid of all that stuff because she likes all that stuff, but at the same time, we just can't store it in the barn. This barn is approximately 1,600 square foot, and we need to use this. We need to use every square foot as we can here. We bought this property not specifically for this barn, but it was a major factor in this particular land and this home, this location. So by not using it efficiently, I feel like I'm not really getting my full value out of this place. But we're getting there. That's the important thing. And yeah, it's just a few more weeks. I think another 30 days. Like, I know we got Labor Day weekend coming up. That's a 4-day weekend. So I'll probably dedicate 2 to 3 days of that, just going through and finish getting things where I need them, and then just taking like 1 day off. I don't really need 4 days off. That's kind of ridiculous. But 1 day off, just kind of nice, relaxing. Probably like that Saturday or something, go fishing or do something. But the robots will be working, and I know I've been talking about wanting to put a car lift in there, but I'll probably just eventually just pour another slab and go get a actual metal building that's designed just for automotive. So it's a little higher and wider, and probably has like 2 or 3 roll-up garage bay doors. And I'll probably put in garage door openers and shit like that eventually for that. But I think I'm not gonna put a lift in this particular one anymore, and I think I'm gonna use this one as the card shop and the back stock true store only. No more automotive tools, nothing like that. But in the meantime, I'm still gonna use it as a place to kind of back the truck in, work on it, or the car, change oil and shit like that, and then just drive out. But going forward, the plan is whole separate building, new concrete slab, get the electrical on the ground ran over to it, get some service done to it, and then use that building for the automotive. And that will clean out another bunch of this shit. And then eventually we're gonna do the same thing with another building, similar idea, except for we're gonna turn that one into a wood shop, woodworking shop. So I'm gonna have a metal fabrication shop, I'm gonna have a woodworking shop out here, and I'm gonna have an auto shop. So we're 3 buildings away from having every building I want. And if I ever needed to add on to this store, what I can do, when we have the space to do so, is we can add another metal building to the back of this, cut a hole out in the wall, and have like a pair of joining doors. So I could put a set of man doors here. And on the office side, on the back wall, I could put a set of man doors over there connecting those 2 buildings. And I would leave this one here in the middle bay. I would leave that alone. So I got a lot of plans, and this store is a huge piece of that. This store is what's going to allow us to fund a lot of that. Now that I no longer have a mortgage, it's just utilities every month, and that's basically it, and maintenance. So it's really going to financially open us up to just blow this store up, so to speak. And do plan on buying new products soon too, and doing boxes and case openings. So that way we can dip back into like getting back stock from older sets, previously released stuff, and we can also keep up with the new stuff as it comes out. So that's kind of where we're at. There's not really much else kind of going on here. It's just a ton of back store or back office just production. And it's kind of hard to show that. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's just, the only thing I can do is just show you the boxes that are just getting filled with sets. So, and I know a lot of times my videos are kind of looking like they're the same release every week. It's just, this is massive. I mean, this is massive undertaking here. So it looks like there's no updates, but really there are. There's an update every day. I just don't share it because it's literally the same thing. But here soon, you're gonna start seeing a lot more stuff. You're gonna start seeing the uploads. You're gonna start seeing the value of the uploads. And I got an order I wanna show you too here. So I think now that the major desktop, our best computer is all set up now, I'm gonna do that. And the reason being is I can show the camera and the screen. So that one's kind of nice. It's probably by far and large my favorite workstation. So anyway, I am going to get these robots unloaded and loaded back up with more Commander stuff. And I'm gonna continue focusing on that because there's a lot of value in that set Commander stuff. Not only does it increase the sales, but financially there's a lot of value in that. So we're gonna get that uploaded. And by the way, it's pitch black outside, so there's not really much else to do at the moment until the sun comes up, and maybe I'll go fishing or something later today. Not entirely sure, or maybe I'll just continue working on the store, getting shit broke down, moved, get it where I want it. It just feels like Groundhog's Day lately, just because it's like the same day over and over and over. Grind, clean, organize, grind, clean, organize. But we're getting the store where we want it, so that's the most important thing. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you all for being a part of the audience here for Renaissance Game Supply. When I first started this channel, it was just basically showing you how you can sell individual bulk commons and uncommons, tokens, basic lands, and still make a decent amount of money at it from your apartment. And now it's evolved into, I own my own property now and several buildings on that property. We own our own building for the business, so no more rent for that, no more mortgage for the house. And that's all started from a single 1-bedroom apartment, and then to a 2-bedroom apartment, and then back down to a 1-bedroom apartment. And I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years. And if you had asked me 10 years ago, do you think in the next 5 to 10 years you'd have your own property and have it paid off and you'd be doing this in a barn somewhere in New Mexico? I would have been like, I would have laughed in your face and said, no, probably not. I would have probably been buying a house by then, but I would never have been where I'm at right now. This is pretty crazy how fast this store has scaled in 2 years, just by finding the right connections and by Mom giving us the home since she can no longer take care of it. And we did everything we could for 2 years to help maintain that place, and just got to the point where it really wasn't worth the time or the money to keep that place. And apparently that place was valued pretty high, so we sold it. And so yeah, here we are, enjoying our life. Now we got more time to spend with Mom and do things for her. So in fact, Probably gonna go visit her again today. But yeah, it's just so much has happened. I mean, 2 years, 2 short years. We've gone from 1-bedroom apartment with barely 200,000 cards. I think I had 163,000 in inventory to now we're well up over 400,000, that's a low number because I haven't been able to add anything to inventory in quite some time. But here, once we're all organized by set, I mean, we're going to be showing our numbers every week. I'll probably hit 750,000 before you know it. That would be a nice goal before the end of the year. 750,000 cards in inventory. That's still only half of what's out here in the barn, or on this side of the barn. Yeah, it's just grind. And soon, if I can secure a third robot, we're gonna be doing a video on that as well. And yeah, I can't wait to get a third one. You're with Magic Sorter, you're allowed 3 machines for your one. I think it's a 100 or 110 euro subscription, and that subscription's good for every 3 months, or you could do the annual one. But there's 3 machines allowed on one subscription, which is sick. I love that, by the way. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. You guys have card sorting and sales and orders to pull and put together yourselves, so thank you for taking the time and listening. I don't know, sometimes I don't know what I'm talking about, only because this shit scales so much. Sometimes I do. Got a pretty good idea of what we're going to be doing with the store and the vision for the store, so it's just a matter of getting through this bulk and getting it listed, and then the real explosion is going to take place once we start dipping into the new stuff. Anyway, y'all have a blessed day, and if you got any questions, let me know. If you want to know like what type of equipment we're using and stuff like that, let me know too. I can jump on there and share this information, and that's the whole point of this channel, is to share information as much as possible. So to let you know, and then to encourage you all that if this is what you're going to pursue and you want to do something like this for your life, I mean, it's absolutely doable. It's just time consuming, not gonna lie, it is very time consuming, but do it in your spare time. Don't take quality time away from your family or things that you want to do just to do this. Do it in your spare time. It'll be here when you get back. All right, you guys have a good one.